when you think of R&B, who do you think about?
So would you say Brent Fires, is that R&B to you?
No. I don't think that's R&B. You can't really sing if you really think about it. And that's what people consider R&B now. I'm stuck on the Trey Songz who could sing. I mean, back in the day, you actually had to sing. You couldn't do all this other you can do nowadays. Now, they got mics that you go on tour with to have your auto-tune built in it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, a lot of these artists do it. Dude, Tory Lanez does it on all his other...
He has an auto-tune mic.
There's a mic that they have that has the auto-tune prefaces in them.
I would like to just get one and bring it to karaoke.
Dude, them mics are like 15, 20 grand. Dude, them mics are crazy.
Yeah.
Givion's the last R&B artist. Actual R&B, male R&B artist.
What considers actual R&B?
Like the feeling and emotion behind it. Like it brings you back. Like it's a story being told and you can like feel what they're feeling while they're singing it. A lot of these other songs don't really have that. Like again, they're all underground artists. They aren't really, really big. I feel like there's not an actual lane when it comes to R&B. Like you still have the mainstream people who do it. But even then, you catch very few songs of theirs where it's like R&B. Chris Brown still does it. Eric Bellinger still does it. Jeremiah on the Sense still does it sometimes.
Usher.
Christian Lear. He's definitely way more R&B than a lot of other people.
At one point, I felt like you were doing like bodybuilding.
Yeah, I was doing bodybuilding, but that ship's long sailed now.
Oh yeah, what happened?
Yeah, I mean, I just lost the love for it, man.
Really? You said injury as well. Did you get injured?
Yeah, I got into a car accident.
Really?
Yeah. To this day, I still kind of get triggered by it a little bit, but I have to remind myself because every time somebody sees me, like, man, you're a lot smaller than what I used to remember. I'm like, that's one of my trigger things. Like if I hear somebody saying that when I stopped working out and I wasn't injured, I would go off the face of the earth for 2.5 months and get the size back and be a little bit bigger. And then the next time they saw me, like, holy shit, what happened? I'm like, don't ever say I look small again.
You think that was like ego kind of coming out?
It was ego, and it was me just getting frustrated that that's all people knew me as. Like being buff and all this other shit. I'm like, man, I'm about 15 pounds lighter than what I used to be, but it's okay. A healthy body is more important than when it looks healthy, because not all looking healthy bodies are healthy.
Fully connected. Hey, real quick, guys, before we get started with the episode, I just want to say thank you for clicking on this video. I've realized the majority of people who watch this podcast haven't yet subscribed to the podcast. So take that time right now to hit that subscribe button and to smash that like button. I really appreciate the support. Now let's get back to the episode. Yeah. Welcome back to the Fully Connected Podcast, your go-to destination for inspirational conversations to help you become your greatest version. I am your host, Chris Jones, clinical therapist and owner of Fully Connected Counseling. Today, guys, we got a special guest. All right, he's a recording artist, an R&B singer / rapper. He was voted #1 for the America's Next Best Talented Artist on tophitmaker.org. He just released a new EP, Calm Before the Storm, and I believe he's going to be performing tonight at the Wave, I think, as well, right? Tomorrow.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, this is pre-recorded, so y'all ain't going to know anyways, but, you know, some of you guys know, like, I really don't mess with much local artists, to be honest, man, you know, but this guy, man, his EP is on repeat. You know, there's some dope tracks on here. The quality sounds really good. So without further ado, let's please welcome Columbus Berry. What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
How's it going, man?
Long time no see.
How you been doing, bro?
One day at a time.
Yeah.
One day at a time.
Yes,
I'm 100% honest, man. Being 30, man, you start to really take a glance at
crazy,
life.
bro. How's it feel?
I feel like time is just passing.
Bro, time. How's your brother doing, man? Shouts out to Desmond.
He's good, man. He's at the house right now. He's just chilling. He's
chilling,
keeping his spirits up, taking it day by day too.
Day by day.
I couldn't really complain. I've been trying to get him also back into music, but
yeah, bro. Was he producing at one point?
He was doing like beats and stuff a long time ago. That was back when he was doing beats.
Yeah,
that was a long time ago. Actually, I was in still got the studio in the basement, but it's just non-functional. Nothing ever works in there apparently. But
because your dad did music, right? Mm-hmm. That's dope. That's dope.
So I went and found like 10 or 12 CDs that he made with beats on it. Wow. I was like, you want these? He's like, hide those. He said, put those far away where nobody can find them. So, yeah.
That's crazy, man. So, I wanted to have you on the show, man, like, because I remember Anthony Ruffin, he was posting some of the music, and that's how I found, the music. And I remember seeing some of the stuff like a couple years ago. But yeah, bro, this stuff is fire, man.
Yeah, thank you.
It's super fire. I was showing my girl some of the tracks as well. Like it sounds like industry ready like stuff, bro.
Appreciate that.
And some people watching, they may not know that you wrote for one of the tracks for Eric Bellinger.
No. I wish. That's one of my idols.
Man, who was it that told me? I don't know if somebody was playing around.
I don't know. I not that I know of. If there's a song out there that he has,
maybe he got you on the credits. Maybe Eric got you on the credits. We're gonna speak it into existence.
We're gonna speak it into existence. If it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
I'm very close to,
definitely,
kind of putting myself in a situation to where I'm like, honestly, only thing I'm really wanting right now out of the music is to put myself in position or a situation where I'm around some of the greats so I can just learn. I don't necessarily need a deal, need anything like that. A lesson can take you a long way,
bro.
And I'm more like, if somebody would say, hey, we got a 6-figure deal for you, or you sit with one of your artists for about 6 months, don't worry about studio time, don't do nothing like that, I'll take that over the money. Because I mean, look at him. He writes Chris Brown songs. A lot of the stuff that Chris Brown's new album is a lot of the people that anything that he touches, in my opinion, is magic.
Bro, so this is like your idol.
Yeah, it's my idol.
That's dope. Yeah. I love that you just come out and just say it, because some like artists try to like make it sound like, I don't, really have anybody I look up to, but like Eric Bellinger, bro, like that's your guy.
Yeah.
Bryson Tiller, I feel like kind of you have like that Bryson Tiller kind of, style as well. Yeah. And I can see like definitely probably influenced by maybe The Weeknd or even Chris Brown.
It's Chris Brown and it's honestly Chris Brown, Usher, and Eric Bellinger. If I'm going to be 100% honest when it comes to like my influence, I like Bryson Tiller a lot. Mm-hmm. Those in my opinion, those are the focal points of like
fire
when it comes to like music. Like, just think about anything any of those dudes touch, it just seems like it's just gold.
Man, let's talk about the EP, bro, because I know today we're gonna talk about music. We're gonna also talk about a little bit what you do behind music as well, because you go to Tampa like back and forth, and I saw like you were doing like something like police department stuff.
Yeah, I was a 911 dispatcher a while ago.
Okay, dope. I thought you were out there like, whole like officer for
no, they tried to get me to do it.
PD.
They tried to get me to do it, but I wouldn't cut my hair. I told them, that's one thing I'm not gonna do is I'm not cutting my hair.
They wanted you to cut the hair?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
In Tampa though, it's like dreads. Everybody got dreads in Tampa.
Yeah, they're starting to get a little bit more relaxed when it comes to the standards. They went from not allowing people to have tattoos. Now they let everybody have visible showing tattoos. So next couple of years, they'll start letting people have longer hair. And I was like, you know what? Because I actually had a chief walk up to me. He's like, hey, I like you. We had conversations. I hear you on the radio a lot. We need you out on the street. Come out to the street. I was like, can I keep my hair? You're gonna let $150,000 stand between you and your hair? I was like, absolutely.
Oh damn.
Absolutely, I would. Because it's
So he just said it like that. He was like, hey,
straight up told me.
Was he a black guy?
Yep. Ran into him in the gym. He's like, bro, I gave up smoking weed, all this other stuff, bro. I make $160,000 a year, and that's even before the overtime.
Wow.
I was like, man, that's a lot. That's decent, but I feel like it wouldn't be me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
13 years of my life with this hair. I have an attachment with my hair, and it just shows like growth. I can reflect back on where I was at a certain point.
Yeah.
So the longer my hair gets, I feel like it's more knowledge that I've gained.
Yeah. Being able to have that attachment to the hair is everything, bro.
It is.
Definitely. It is. Now, speaking of attachments, we were listening to the tracks. Red Flags, definitely one of my favorite songs on the project.
Appreciate it.
The intro is hard as well. But on the tracks Red Flags, you say you keep seeing red flags. But you feel like you don't be learning the lessons, man. Let's talk about that.
I'm a guy who likes to see for myself.
Yeah.
Give people the benefit of the doubt, because there's been many opportunities where, I may have been judged a certain way until somebody actually had a conversation with me.
Right.
In that song, honestly, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. A lot of those songs on the EP was just me.
Yeah.
Kind of like, I've had most of those songs for years.
Oh, yeah.
Just sitting
the throwaways.
There. Yeah, those were kind of like, that song actually was a little bit recent because I had a situation with a girl that was in Florida, and everything that happened in that song was everything that actually happened during the whole relationship.
Really?
Yeah. So
how long were you guys dating?
We weren't even dating yet.
Oh, damn.
It was like going into it.
That's the red flag right there.
Yeah, it is, because it's like you started out with one thing, and then you're telling me one thing, but your actions aren't leading up. So that's where the whole song came in. I was like, I'm starting to see those red flags, and then all of a sudden it just started. The day we kind of everything just kind of ceased. I'm not gonna lie, I was pissed off because I'm like, you just wasted my time.
Absolutely.
And then started listening to beats that came on, and boom.
Dang, that's how it works. That's the process right there.
What
are some of the red flags when it comes to dating? When you're dating women out here, whether it be in Florida or Wichita or just in general, right? What are the red flags that you see? Like, what's a red flag for Columbus?
Entitlement. It's a big one for me.
Yeah.
You know, the next one would have to be accountability is another thing.
Oh,
you know,
my God.
Nobody's perfect. You know, I've made my mistakes. I try to own up to everything.
Man.
But when I don't get a sense of like everything just falls back onto me, and it's like, okay, come on now. Come on.
Bro, accountability is such a big one, because if you don't have that, you're really not emotionally mature.
You're not. And another red flag for me is like past traumas being taken out on me, because I go into relationships, and yes, I have my fair share of times where I'm like, let me take a moment back. But the way I deal with it is a little bit different than what everybody else would deal with it. So I try to, step back and see it from all angles.
Man.
Because, you never know how somebody, you can't judge people off how they react, but you can judge people how they react, if that makes sense.
It makes sense.
It's a catch-22, because you try to give them grace, but it's like, at what point does that grace compromise who you are as a person? Because, I love hard. I do very much. But when I get to a certain point and it's like, okay, come on now. There are certain things that I will and will not tolerate, and there are certain things that that just won't fly with me. But also, I have red flags myself. Yeah. Not the ability of not to let go when I know I need to.
Okay. Is that the only one?
No, it's not. There's plenty. Not
right.
Being 100% honest with myself in certain situations. Like, I have a gut feeling that I shouldn't do this, or we need to have that conversation, but I don't want to hurt the other person.
People please?
Yeah, absolutely. But when it gets to a certain point, I may come off as a dickhead, because I'm just like, okay, at this point now,
right? I got it. It's
gotta
tough.
have the conversation.
It's really tough, because like, really, it sounds like you don't want to hurt other people's feelings.
No, I don't, because I've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there. And being a man, you don't really have much of an outlet to kind of express yourself when it comes to being your emotions.
It's tough for those to be vulnerable at times.
90% of the time. Walk out of the door with a heavier backpack than others.
Man.
Where the expectations as a man is a lot deeper than it is, in society. I mean, as a man, you're expected to, provide, do all this other stuff, but they don't ever give you a chance to be weak. And then when men over time build up all this stress and anger from not letting it out, then they have an episode to where they snap, and now they're crazy.
Isn't that crazy? I always say, like, there's no outlet nowadays for men to be able to be aggressive, or to even be like, you can't be aggressive in any format now as a man, unless you're in sports or in the gym. And so as men, like, literally countries were built on that form of aggression. But now if you do that nowadays, like, you will go to jail.
Yeah, you will. And they will bury you under that jail.
Yeah, for sure. So as men, we have to always say, we have to learn how to be disciplined in multiple domains. I feel like that's the definition of a man, being able to be disciplined sexually, emotionally, financially, physically. All those things are important. And speaking of discipline physically, like, you're a guy who's really in good shape, bro. Like, at one point I felt like you were doing like powerlifting or like bodybuilding or.
Yeah, I was doing bodybuilding.
Yeah,
but, that ship's long sailed now.
Oh yeah, what happened?
Yeah, I mean, I just lost the love for it, man.
Really?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's just a lot of I did a lot of basic workouts, and people don't believe me when I say that. And then I mean, my diet was okay. I didn't really focus on diet. I just, like, once I started working out, my genetics kicked in, but it was a lot of hard work. It's why I can sit here today and not really work out in the last 2 years and still look the way I look, because I spent the last 8 years building that foundation. And then even in that 8 years, I still wasn't into my prime. Like if I were to say, if I didn't have the injury I have now and I was to continue to start bodybuilding again now, being older, muscles more mature, I have a better mindset when it comes to how to work out and stuff like that, it'd be a lot crazier. But just now, I lost the love for it. It became too sexualized for me. Bro,
let's talk about that.
Yeah, in the sense of, the climate, how it is nowadays.
Yeah.
You get to the point where, I actually competed on stage, and I got first in both categories I entered in, second overall. And the dude who got first, I don't even know if he got first overall. I only think he got a sponsorship out of that show, but a girl who got dead last got a sponsorship out of 20-something women. So I can only imagine what the first girl got. And it's just like, okay, so not doubting how hard she worked, but it just seemed very sexualized in that sense because it's like, okay, sex sells. She's a very beautiful woman. She has a very small waist. She has a big butt. That's going to sell products. People are going to click on her stuff. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be pumping a whole bunch of steroids through me just to get big and just to be known, because it's a lot more difficult when it comes to being a man in that sport, because I'm 6'2".
Mm-hmm.
The dudes that are on stage winning now, they're 6'2", are 45 pounds heavier than me.
Wow.
60, 70 pounds heavier on the off season. No.
Dang.
It's not worth it.
You said injury as well. Did you get injured?
Yeah, I got into a car accident.
Really?
Yeah.
When was this?
Last July, yeah.
Wow. Was it pretty bad?
It was a hit and run.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they hit me at a standstill going probably a little bit over about 60. And then they ran. So I got their license plate and everything like that. But 3 herniated disc in my lower lumbar, 4 bulging discs in my upper back and neck.
Oh, wow.
Then I get sharp headaches and all that stuff. So.
Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear about that, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I remember I had to get an ejection on my L5 disc like years ago, bro. So that pain sucks. It sucks, man. Like, even just sitting, like, people don't understand. Like, there was a time where it's like back like 2013, I couldn't even sit.
Mm-hmm.
Just like with that pain, like I couldn't even sit, I couldn't lay, like I was just standing up.
Yeah, dude. Like standing up's painful, sitting down's painful, laying down's painful. You lose sleep, you start getting aggravated. Man, it honestly messes up everything. And I don't know if I want to do what they want me to do when it comes to procedures and stuff. Because I'm just like, first off, the money that comes from the procedure is very expensive. Second off, it's no guarantee.
Are they thinking about surgery?
No, that's the last thing. They want me to do radio frequency ablation therapy. So basically numbing or burning off the nerve endings wherever the bulges are or the herniated disc are.
Oh, wow.
And in my opinion, that just seems like a mask, because I'm like, okay, in a slightest possibility that does come back and they do grow back, my back could be worse. I just won't know because I can't feel it.
Wow.
Until they grow back, if they grow back, and I don't want to take that risk.
So how do you deal with the pain now?
Just deal with it. Could be a lot worse.
Man, yeah, you definitely seem like a really positive guy as well, man. So
trying to. I have a lot more negative days than I do have positive days.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I'm dealing with a lot of stuff with family.
Yeah,
moving from Florida back to Kansas, not really liking it here.
I know.
Music, just a lot of stuff that's just weighing on me when it comes to that. So I'm in a better spot than I was 2018, 2019, for sure. But it's still a day by day thing.
Yeah, man. When you approach your 30s, like there's always something that big that happens. I always feel like around 28 to 29, like when you have that Saturn's return, like people say, like there's always like you're entering into like manhood. The prefrontal cortex is fully developed, and yeah, bro,
that puts a lot of stressors on you too.
Man, absolutely. Mm-hmm. So if this music stuff were to pop off, how do we, continue to go forward? Like maybe they'll, with just like the pain and everything, the performances and everything, how would that work out?
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. Yeah. If it were to start popping off, man, the first thing I would most certainly do is try to figure out a way to make this last a longer time frame. I don't want to be one of the guys that just comes in and it goes right back out.
Exactly.
Because I know I can make music. It's simple. I know if I were to get back into it, I can start dancing and all that other stuff again. It's easy.
Are you dancing too?
I can dance somewhat, a little bit. little bit.
Okay.
They gotta knock the rust off. Let's see. That's the thing. I don't want to put that. I don't want to put that out there. Not yet. Yeah, but I mean, if I were to get back into that, like that's a true factor into it. My back, because
yeah, for sure.
If I do anything, people may see, oh man, he's moving, functioning perfectly fine, but they don't see the after effect. The days after.
That's where it hurts.
So,
is it like a burning, or is it like a more sciatic kind of pain, or?
Man, it's just there.
Just there, man.
It's just there.
And so you guys were able to, was the insurance company able to, sue the?
Yeah, that's in February next year. So
yeah,
it's already been a year. Just waiting for that court date to come, figure out the outcome of that.
Yeah, bro.
And then based off of that, just what's going to happen moving forward. I mean.
Yeah, it's crazy how life works out, man. Like people say, like everything happens for a reason, but sometimes it's kind of hard to believe that at times,
Yeah, but man, I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Regardless if it's a negative adverse, it happens for a reason.
Some kind of reason.
To slow you down. Maybe you're moving too quick. Maybe it's a reality check that you need to be grounded for a second.
Yes.
And the moment where you get that clear understanding is when everything starts to fall in place.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely. So a lot of people may not know that you rap too, bro. Like, was it rapping first or was it singing that came?
It was rapping.
Rapping was first. Okay.
Rapping was first.
Wow.
Over, 15 plus years ago.
Wow.
I stopped rapping over 15 years ago.
Why'd you stop rapping?
It just got to the point where I caught myself just like, it just didn't have a message behind it.
Man,
and it just became redundant when I would be like, the moment I knew I needed to stop that is when I started going online looking at words that rhyme with the other words in my dictionaries. I was like, you know what, this is just not it,
bro.
It's really not.
I would use Rhyme Zone.
Yes,
Rhyme Zone was the man.
Rhyme Zone. And I had trouble starting out songs. I had trouble keeping the songs going. I had trouble switching up like the cadences and where I wanted to go. I had no direction. It was a whole. Still to this day, sometimes I have trouble starting songs and in directions. But once I'm in like a writing mode, none of that stuff, all that stuff's out the window. I just straight boom, boom, boom.
And some people use ChatGPT now.
Yeah,
to find words to rhyme or even to structure the song or even to make the song for them. It's. I mean, some people feel like it's okay, and then some other people are like totally against it. But what's your thoughts like?
Where there's tools, you need to use them. If that's what you need to do to get where you're at. I mean, in the industry, if you think about it, nobody really writes their own songs when they become big.
Bro,
if you really think about that, there are very few mainstream artists that do write their own songs, and when they do, it's very far in between. But then you start hearing the influence of everybody else.
Man,
when it comes to it, like Eric Bellinger, for instance, he'll go into the studio, write a hook, and then leave. Somebody else will go in there. The song that came out, Transparency, with Usher.
Right.
And Chris Brown sung that song before Usher sung that song.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And that version is way better than Usher's version.
Oh, I need to hear that. I need to hear that.
It's just like Chris Brown said, they wrote it, but who gonna sing it like me? So like with the ChatGPT, it's like, come on, man. Like you guys, like nobody writes their own rap songs anymore. Very rarely. Nobody writes their own music stuff. If somebody needs to do that and it works for them, hey, it works for them.
So would you consider being a writer?
No. And the reason I say that is, let me not say no. If I were to come across a time where like, hey, come to a studio session, it's a writing session, hell yeah, I'll go in there, put my little 2 cents in, be cool with that. Now, as far as like writing and being a writer and not actually being able to be seen behind it, I don't think I can do that, just personally. I feel like I have a talent that needs to be seen. It takes time. Eric was a writer. Now he's starting to get his shine 10 years later.
Yeah.
And it's undoubted now.
Right.
Because now he's starting to come out and say, I wrote this, I wrote that, and it's backing up.
Man.
It's backing up. So, I mean, if that's an avenue that I have to take in order to get myself into a room, because I wouldn't necessarily consider myself a writer, if I'm being 100% honest. Whatever happens, it just happens. Just everything is based off of something that has happened in my life. Absolutely. I haven't been put in a situation where there's very few songs that, honestly, no songs that I've made so far have not had any relevance to a time period in my life.
Oh, wow.
So to make just a random song to where it just comes out of nothing, it's very difficult for me.
Right. And that's why you stopped rapping.
That's why I stopped rapping.
I mean, I would say the same thing for me when we were rapping, but I always loved the beats, I always loved the production side of it, and
when I'm in like studio sessions and stuff like that and they're doing mix and master, I know they hate me. Because I'm like, that's off. They're like, that sounds good to me. I'm like, no, that sounds completely off. Then I'll leave, play it in my car, completely off. Come back, send it again. I'm like, that's something's off right there. And it was like, dude, I don't know, man. I can start to hear it now that I listen to it, because I listen to probably every single song before I even drop it over 100 times. Over 100 times. Because any song that I hear or record, I have a vision of before it even does that. So I do the rough draft, then go send it off, have them send it back. I'm like, So,
dang. What's your thoughts about the state of R&B?
I feel like there is no line for us. Like, it's you got rappers harmonizing.
Right.
It's very few.
Because like there's these singer rapper guys, but it's not. Would you consider that R&B or?
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I don't even consider myself like a singer.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I still have a lot to work on. I'm still growing as an artist.
Yeah, for sure.
Only being in singing for the last 3 years, I feel like there's a lot that I need to work on. I have a deep ass voice and I sing at a tenor. There's so much range in there I need to figure out.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too, because because usually sometimes you see like R&B cats, like they have that like The Weeknd kind of very soft, but your voice is very deep. It's a nice voice, but like how do you get that high up in range?
I think I got comfortable singing there a long time ago, and I just haven't got out of there. And I got so comfortable, I started getting good in that note. So everything is in that note. But when it comes to like, if I were to hear something over and over and over, I'd be able to sing in that tone. I just haven't figured out my lower register when it comes to singing. I'm not comfortable there yet, because everybody wants me to sing Giveon songs. I'm like, okay, I could do that, but it's going to be in a different tone than what he's singing.
Luther Vandross or something.
Yeah, like I'm so in that range. I'm like, I've been so used to doing that. I'm not used to. It just takes practice. So that's why I say I don't consider myself a singer. I'm okay. Right. I have a lot of work to do to get to the next level when it comes to that, but that'll come with time.
Absolutely.
Now they're like The Weeknd. He's okay. I'm not really fine on The Weeknd. I don't really.
Yeah. What's your thoughts about The Weeknd?
I don't really like The Weeknd that much, if I'm honest. Yeah. If I'm honest, I really don't like it. It's just not my style.
What do you think it is? Is it like the darkness or just
probably the darkness, and I just really don't think his music, in my opinion, just doesn't catch me. Like another one, Brent Faiyaz. His style, his writing, amazing.
Right.
His like voice and how he does on songs, like the dude really can't really sing if you really think about it, and that's what people consider R&B now. I'm stuck on the Trey Songz who can sing.
The Trey Songz is hard.
The fucking Christian Lear.
So would you say Brent Faiyaz? I mean, is that R&B to you? Or?
No. I don't think that's R&B.
It's like, what's his name? Jacquees? Yeah, Jacquees. Not R&B either.
I would say he's more R&B than a lot of the other people. I would say he's more R&B than, he's definitely way more R&B than a lot of other people.
But he didn't really make any of his own songs.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing.
So is that even fair?
In a sense, no. But in a sense, I mean, it's free game. I mean, in music, you know this. Everybody's taking stuff and remixing it and doing all this other stuff to have a big pop because it's already a popular song. So why not? Now, the songs that he does have that are some of his original songs, they're honestly, they're good. They are really good songs. It's just a fine line when it comes to like R&B and stuff like that, because you got the Tory Lanez and you got, and in my opinion, Tory Lanez raps better than 90% of the dudes who rap.
God, right?
But when it comes to R&B, I don't feel like there's a specific lane for R&B, because everything else, I feel like it's starting to kind of flow into it.
So what do you
not a sense of it?
What do you think should R&B like artists do? Like, what's the next wave?
I mean, I think they should just keep doing what they're doing, because it's a hidden art, in my opinion. Because Giveon is the last R&B artist, actual R&B, male R&B artist, did big mainstream this actual R&B. If you
what really considers actual R&B? Like that's what I'm curious
feeling
about.
And emotion behind it. Like it brings you back. Like it's a story being told, and you can like feel what they're feeling while they're singing it. A lot of these other songs don't really have that. The last person has been having stuff like that. Like again, they're all underground artists. They aren't really big. One of them's just now getting their justice. Meta If you ever heard of her. She's on tour with Chris Brown right now.
Oh,
she's
okay.
the light skinned girl. Is reminiscent of Alicia Keys in my opinion. The vocals, crazy.
Wow.
R&B artist.
R&B artist.
She's amazing. Christian Lear, dude out of LA, amazing.
Wow.
It's just I don't know what it's going to take for them to break that
that's
barrier.
crazy.
But I feel like there's not an actual lane when it comes to R&B. Like you still have the mainstream people who do it, but even then, you catch very few songs of theirs where it's like R&B. Like Chris Brown still does it. Eric Bellinger still does it.
Right.
Jeremiah, in a sense, still does it sometimes.
Man, I feel like Eric should be like way like higher than where he is, but he kind of likes taking that backseat. It seems like.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Not anymore. If you've seen him lately, not anymore. Tone Stith. Great artists, man. Like I just feel like they are still celebrities, but in my opinion, they don't get the justification they should when it comes to like the R&B lane. When you think of R&B, who do you think about? I mean, it sucks that you still have some of the old R&B artists that are still out kicking and still making amazing music. Usher.
I mean, he kind of went pop though a little bit,
but not. I mean, the good song, all the other man, like that stuff is gold to me. But it's like, man, how do you usher in the new school, pun intended, when you have the old G still out kicking it, still doing stuff?
Man, it's so true. What do you think about T-Pain or like even like
T-Pain's
auto-tune?
extremely underrated.
Yeah.
And as far as auto-tune, it's another thing.
The tone.
It's the tone. I mean, it's just they were crucifying him for using auto-tune and don't really realize he can. Now I feel like he's on a mission now to prove that he can actually sing without it.
I think it was a story. T-Pain said he was on a plane and Usher
told him he's messing up the game.
Can you talk about that a little bit, man?
I get it.
Because I know Usher's your boy.
I get it where Usher was coming from, because back in that time when T-Pain came out, there was an R&B lane. And I feel like that was a new sound. It would take him some getting used to, because Usher doesn't really need all that. I mean, Usher's vocals are amazing. T-Pain honestly doesn't really need either, but it was T-Pain's sound. It was T-Pain trying to make his own sound, and he did.
Man.
It's important to have your own sound. I feel like it was just Usher being like, hey, man, like I don't want R&B to be messed up. I see where he's coming from, but on T-Pain's side, it's like, hey, man, I'm just trying to create my own sound. You may not like it, but there's a lot of people who do like it, So
you think Usher is being petty?
That's a hard one to say because I can see.
Or like kind of envious, kind of like, hey, like this new wave, death of auto-tune, kind of like what Jay-Z did.
I think it was a sense of him trying to remain true to the original R&B sound.
Right.
Because you didn't, of course you had it back in the day, but you didn't have it on a scale of like what T-Pain was doing with it.
Man.
Or back in the day, you actually had to like sing.
Yeah, there was
you couldn't do all this other shit you could do nowadays. Man. Now with all this stuff, they got mics that you go on tour with to have your auto-tune built in it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, a lot of these artists do it. Dude, Tory Lanez does it on all his other.
He has an auto-tune mic.
There's a mic that they have that has the auto-tune prefaces in them.
I would like to just get one and bring it to karaoke.
Dude, them mics are like 15, 20 grand, dude. Them mics are crazy. The big golden mics and all that stuff. When what's his name? Giveon got
yeah.
Where his auto-tune was, that was in the mic. That was built into the mic.
Are you serious? I didn't know Giveon was using auto-tune.
Yeah, he was at the BET Awards when it was kind of altering his voice. It was like when they said he can't sing and it sounds terrible. It was because the mic was messing up.
Oh, that would be crazy. What a bad prank. Somebody could have pranked somebody.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what was going on right there. Because that man, you cannot deny that man's voice.
Man, like, he has such a nice voice.
Videos of this man singing without a mic, and it sounds identical to what he's singing in the studio.
Wow.
Playing the piano, too. But
it's crazy.
A lot of that stuff, if you like listen to these performances and stuff, like Chris Brown has a very distinct voice. You hear him singing randomly, but then when you hit a mic and it has all that reverb and echo and stuff on it.
Yeah.
Comes with it. It's production.
It's production. Chris Brown has been in the game for so long. Like, speaking of music and R&B, like obviously so many women, love R&B. So like, do you feel like that's like an advantage for you on the dating scene, like being able to sing to?
Absolutely not. I don't just sing to any random woman. I don't.
Right.
Do that. I don't. They're like, sing. I'm like.
Because I know you probably get that a lot. Like you're on a date, or I'm not sure if you're in a relationship right now or if you're single, but like when you're out there, people probably want you to, sing.
A lot of people don't really know until I say stuff. Yeah.
You keep it hidden?
I keep it kind of like low key a little bit.
Yeah.
And then like I had to tell one of my buddies in Florida, I was like, bro, shut up. Like, yeah, he does music. I'm like, bro, shut up.
That's how I am about therapy.
Yeah, I'm like,
I don't like people knowing.
Because like it just opens up a whole nother door, and I'm not like, I hate when people hear you do something, they want you to do it right then and there.
Oh my God, yeah.
It's like, no, it does not work like that. I said, there's a difference between when you do it for fun and then when you're trying to pursue that. I get at a certain point, you need to prove that you can do it, or you just pop off and start doing it. But if you're a random person and I'm walking down the street, or I'm at a bar or something like that, I've been drinking, haven't had no warming up, that's the first time you're hearing me. And word of mouth can ruin somebody who isn't at that level yet. You know what I mean?
It really can.
That's why I don't do karaoke. That's why I don't do none of that stuff.
Because somebody could be like, hey, did you hear Columbus at the...
Yeah. They don't have the right levels, nothing like that. That's why, like, when it comes to like performing live, I'm very selective.
Right.
Like tomorrow, like I even messaged them. I was like, "Yo, mic check. Can I go there early just to see the room, hear what it sounds like, sing on the mic?" Because I don't like, even though it might not be that too many people there, but it's still in my head. It's like it's gonna be the first time a lot of people hearing me live.
Yeah, because you were at the what's it called, the breakfast brunch, right? Mm-hmm. When was that?
That was last month.
How did that go?
It went, honestly, I was nervous as hell, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then I just like had a few drinks, hit the fucking button pretty much. It was like, we'll have fun. Because shout out to Win.
Yeah.
Win always has conversations. He's like, man, what are you doing? Like, just he said, he literally said, it's either now or never.
Yeah, that's how.
I said, okay.
Yep.
Give me the mic, and then start doing it. Because originally it was supposed to be Seduction Usher, but then it ended up being Lovers and Friends, and I knew both of those songs.
Dope. So he put on the instrumental, and you just went in.
No, I sung with the song.
Okay.
So I was like, kind of glad he didn't do the Seduction, because that whole 3.5 weeks I listened to that song every single day, all day, and still could not remember past the first 50 seconds of that song. Because if you think about the song, it's not really Usher singing; it's a lot of ad-libbing. And he'll come in and sing something.
He really does.
So I'm like, oh man, it's gonna be difficult.
Dang. And speaking of Win, he produced a couple tracks, right? He did a track on one of your.
He did a couple beats.
Yeah.
He
sent a beat. Which one was that? The third track, right?
It was Get You Back, and the other one I haven't dropped yet. It's called I Like That. It's like a club song.
Right.
I'll send that to you later, but
definitely.
Yeah, it's just like he sent me the beats. I sent him a rough draft.
Yeah, because he loves the R&B like kind of beats. So like
he wasn't responding. So I was like, okay. Like, I got permission to put this on something. He's like, bro, just keep dropping songs. Consistency. Keep dropping songs. Stop letting people hear it. Just drop the songs. Don't care what people think. Keep being consistent. Drop the songs.
Just keep going.
And then I went and recorded those songs, sent it to him. He's like, that's crazy. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, man, it's fire. So are you working on an album?
I decided not to do an album just yet.
Yeah, I think that's smart though, right?
I think it's very smart. Yeah. That way, I mean, if the album doesn't do too well, if I do get into a situation where somebody does find me, they're like, oh, your album sells.
Exactly. So just stay with the EPs. The EPs, under 6 tracks.
Yeah, to force people to listen.
It's crazy because album can hurt you.
It can
if you do it at the wrong time.
Mm-hmm. I marvel at people who have the courage to keep dropping the albums, because it shows progression. But then again, like, I've had a conversation with one of my buddies who raps, and he dropped down. I was like, why would you do that? He was like, well, I'll just do drop. I was like, bro, just force these people to listen. I was like, I will literally pull mine up and show you. It tethers off. Like, they'll listen to the first couple songs, but as it starts going down, the last songs that are most likely the best songs don't even get heard.
They're crazy.
It is crazy. That's why I started doing the independent songs, forcing people to listen to each independent song.
Man, smart.
My very first EP I did, the 50/50 Volume 1, there's majority of those songs nobody's even heard, because it got overthrown by, there's a couple songs in there that are hidden that nobody even knows about. And I'll randomly post one day. I was like, I didn't know you did this today. I was like, yeah, that's the first song I ever.
Yeah, because there's like a country song you did too.
Yeah, that one was the last minute of the last 15 minutes, just to test.
Right.
Of the EP. I had 15, 20 minutes left, and I recorded that song.
It was kind of hard, bro.
It was. I want to redo it and make it a little bit better,
because you can be able to use that deeper voice you have for the country voice. Like, bro.
I was supposed to actually come out with a country EP, but I never did that. I still got the song sitting in my phone.
Bro, I think that's the new way. Like this trap, country.
It is.
What's your thoughts about this shit? It's kind of culture vulture kind of type, though.
It
a little
is,
bit,
man. Because like, That's one of the reasons I didn't do it, man, because I'm like, it just would not be true to me. I feel like I would be,
You're not out there on the farm.
Yeah, it wouldn't be true to me. I can make the songs. Everybody's like, well, you should go to Nashville and start trying to do country and stuff like that. I'm like, if I were to do that, I guarantee you 6 or 7 months down the road, I'd get fucking bored and be like, you know what, this is just not me. I feel like I'm forcing it. Then I wouldn't be able to write anything. And then people would start saying, okay, now let's actually listen to what he's saying here. Now I feel like he's not even, I feel like he's kind of making fun of us now.
Uh-oh. Post Malone.
By the way you just start wording things and you're saying things, and it's like, okay, you have this dude who's obviously not country. He's saying these things, so is that what he thinks about country music?
Yeah.
And then that could be another thing on itself.
Do you feel like that's what Post Malone did? Kind of like used like hip hop, and then now he's not even really messing with it no more?
I feel like Post Malone, you can't put him in one box. And I felt like they were trying to put him in one box when he was doing that. And I feel like now he's just doing whatever the hell he wants.
Right.
But he did get kind of popping off of like hip hop and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like he seems like an energy person. I probably feel like the negativity he was receiving as being in hip hop, because you had Charlamagne the God constantly. Man,
he went in.
Him.
He went in on Post Malone.
And nobody else. And I was like, I can understand why you would take a hiatus from doing hip hop if it's just nothing but negative things coming from you doing it. I get it.
Right.
But I mean, the most important thing is he's happy doing the music.
You gotta be happy doing the music.
There's certain things that I consider like vulture-like, and there's certain things that I consider like, okay, protect your peace. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man.
Peace on that one.
So what do you listen to nowadays, man? Like, because I feel like for me, music, man, I kind of, fell out of love with it at first sometimes, especially with rap. With rap music, I'm like not as passionate about rap as I used to be. I mean, with the whole Kendrick and Drake beef kind of sparked it back up though. But definitely been listening to more like just other genres, even like, outside of R&B too. But like for you, like how do you keep the spark going?
I lose it a lot because there's two aspects of it. It's the me having to dig back into, what I write my songs about. Those are actual experiences, so I have to dig back into it and relive that in order to sing that. A lot of songs that I have out, I can't sing like I sang the day it happened because I was in a state.
Yeah.
So I listen to, me personally, I can't, like hip hop, I don't even listen to hip hop like that. And the only thing I listened to was the Kendrick and stuff, of course.
Right.
Because it was very relevant at the time. But when it comes to like rapping and stuff like that, I don't listen to any like rap or anything like that. I'll get through like maybe 3 or 4 tracks and I'll be done. But I'll listen to I listen to nothing but R&B.
Yeah. What do you think it is for like rap?
Oh man, it's a lot, man. It's just no structure. Yet some of them can actually rap. It just seems like when it comes to their songs, I'm like, that makes no sense. Like when it comes to, because I listen to the lyrics, I listen to what you're saying, and they're like, the baby can rap, flow second to none.
Right.
But when I listen to his songs, he's just everywhere on the songs.
Yeah.
Like, he went from, oh yeah, loving something to pulling your baby mom's hair, and she's doing stuff like this. Like, where does that even come in the song? What does that even have to do with the song? Or it's just drugs, this and that.
I know, man. So
I don't listen to that. And then there's a second caveat to that, because R&B scene, it's all about sex, it's all about this. I mean, that's originally what R&B music was. Love making music. So
yeah, literally.
Because I've gotten, just with my music, kind of like heard things through the grapevine from people that I've had conversations with. Oh yeah, we played your music here, and such had a smart comment to say about it. And I was like, oh really? And the next time I saw that individual, they were literally screaming out lyrics to one of these rap songs. It was disgusting.
And that's something, man.
I was like, so the fact that you know me and I'm doing it makes it to where you don't want to support it, but you go out and support somebody who you don't know,
hypocrite,
saying something 3 times worse than what I'm saying in songs. He's like, yeah, it makes me uncomfortable. Then I know him. I'm like, how does that make you it's music?
That's crazy, because when we would rap in high school, I remember somebody was like, man, I really like you guys' tracks, but it's weird because I know you guys. And to a degree, I was like, I kind of understand it a little bit, like, because we grew up with them, like, since, day one. So it's like, I feel like when somebody doesn't know you personally, like, it makes that star, like, power bigger. Like, imagine if you went to school with Eric Bellinger, like, Yeah. Like, if you, like, he lived down the street. Like, it wouldn't be, like, as, like, special, I feel like, a little bit. I don't know what you think.
Honestly, man, that's a good topic. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I can't speak for everybody else, but me personally, I've never been that fanned out guy. Like, I'm like, oh shit, cool.
Right.
Go about your business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like,
have you met any celebrities?
had the opportunity to. Had a couple conversations. Had a couple people in the industry play my music, listen to it. It was a dope feeling for sure.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I'm just like, if I can't call them and they answer the phone, what's the point of me getting all excited about it? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
I feel that, man. Who are some of the people?
Gilly the Kid posted one of my songs on his story.
Oh, dope, bro.
Hank listened to one of my songs. Stevie Mackey. You know what that is?
Yeah.
Supposed to be going to LA to hang out with him and him show me like the LA scene and hopefully meet some other vocalists as well. But
that'd be big, bro. Because I feel like you're probably gonna, if not already, like outgrow the city. Because Wichita is a dead musical city, man. You know,
unfortunately, yeah.
You know, unfortunately, because there's not really much going on here when it comes to music. Like there is some stuff, but I feel like I could see you doing really well, like in another city.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and I've always made that. Like when I was on that podcast we were talking about a little bit earlier. I said on that podcast that I would never perform in Wichita. And it was like, why? I was like, why am I getting more love in a place that I'm not from via Tampa? Then when I come back home, I get no support.
That's what J. Cole told XV.
That's it. That doesn't make any sense. Why would I come back to a place that doesn't show me any love?
Bro, that's how it is, man.
And it's frustrating.
It's very frustrating, man.
It's like, dude, like, do y'all realize what could happen if you get big artists to come? Like, we have a music scene. We have some decent artists here, but we don't have any support.
No.
Nobody shows up. Nobody wants to do anything unless it benefits them.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of deterred me from doing it. I can see where all my music's being played. Why would I make it big and want to do a show in a place that didn't support me? That's not going to bring me any money. I'm not going to get any love. It's just going to be hate, pretty much, essentially.
Yeah, because I feel like people in the city are envious. You know, it's that crab in a barrel mentality. Like people just trying to grab one person down, and
I feel like it's doubt too.
Yeah.
They're going to wait until you get to that stage where they can't deny it.
Man, it's like that family member that's like, I don't really see it, and then they'll be there.
I always knew. No, you didn't.
Yeah,
but you didn't.
That kind of gives me fuel a little bit, though.
It gives me fuel, but in my sense, I can't do what I want on the scale that I want because it's very, very expensive. Of course, you know that. It's very, very expensive.
God, yeah.
In order to like get into situations like that and do things, it costs tens of thousands of dollars. If I had that to just kind of do that, I would be like, I wouldn't care because I'm like, okay, I'm putting myself in a position. You're going to see one day. I said, if it ain't one thing, it's just practice. It's just going to get me better, get me more acclimated on that stage, learning my lyrics more and more and more.
Absolutely.
Because I have like when I'm doing these shows here, like I'm going to be honest with you, I don't even fucking practice until I'm walking into the building.
Right.
I don't even know a majority of my lyrics until I'm walking into the building. And like,
let the spirit go.
Yeah. I was like, oh damn, I remember I said it like that. Like, okay, if I forget, I'm just gonna forget and just play it off, and now I'll go back and see. Every single time you get better, but in a sense of like XV, and what J. Cole told him, I 100% agree. I don't know what it is, but that's one of the main reasons why I want to move to like a different country, because I feel like you'd undoubtedly get there.
Get some Afro beats.
Yeah.
Because what's the track, The Love and Affection? That's kind of like an Afro beat kind of vibe, right?
Yeah.
Bro, I think you should do that lane. That would be hard.
Yeah.
It's popping nowadays too. It
is. I'm trying to go to Australia. And
Australia?
I want to move to Australia. That's what I want to do. And then try to pursue music more there, and kind of, because I've seen my music's getting played in a lot of other countries than here. And I feel like other countries are more, when it comes to like cultures coming in, music coming in, the undoubted respect that you get when you have music, from what I noticed in the cultures in different countries when it comes to music, is a lot better than the U.S. U.S. is like, prove me, prove.
I know, right.
Over there, like, oh shit, this dude's kind of dope. Let me hear him. Come on, sing something, do something, do it. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
But yeah, that's where I'm pretty much at when it comes to doing.
Yeah, man. So Australia, have you been out there?
No.
Oh, you gotta go. I never been.
Man,
I would love to go.
That's the next on my list. Just go out there.
It's crazy, Australia. So what's next for the music, man? Like, how do you feel? Because like you said, I know you said like sometimes you lose that spark, you know, and you know, I don't know if there's something you do to get the spark back.
I lose that spark a lot. if I'm 100% honest, because like I said a few seconds ago, I'm not able to do it in the capacity that I want to do it.
Right.
So that deters me. Like I get like, shit, man, if I had this, if I had that, I'll be able to, man, shit. Like, you know. So what I do, I mean, honestly, like I'll just listen to like some of my favorite artists.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Like, listen to some beats.
Right.
And then I'll like sing along with them and their songs. I'm like, man, you know, what if it, boom, then I'll start thinking of other things.
Man.
Like trying to come out, the next EP is going to be pretty much like, I haven't really told anybody this, but it's going to be, my whole thing is like silk season. I like silk, satin, velvet, all that
absolutely,
stuff.
Absolutely.
So the next one's going to be silk covers.
I noticed that because on one of the singles you had like it said silk season, so I was like, that kind of goes hard.
Silk season is pretty much a season like Eric Bellinger has cuffing season. All these other people have their time where they just release great music. And it's like a period. Right. So that's what mine was. Silk season was just a season where I'll start dropping nothing but like bombs is what it was.
That's
in my
hard.
mind. And then the next EP that I was going to come out with is called Silk Covers. So it's going to be my version of all the most popular songs. And that's why I actually did a cover of Snooze, my own version of that. I already got.
I haven't heard that.
Yeah. I put little snippets of videos out there, but I haven't actually released the song. But the next one I got, I See You, Coco Jones. That's been written for almost a fucking year. I've been looking at a couple. I got Eric Bellinger's song that's written, but with that one, it was going to be a tribute to all my favorites. So it had Mario in there, like it's me mixing. it was a mashup of Mario, Usher, Chris Brown, all in one song, and I mixed them up singing their lyrics, but just mixed them up.
Yeah, let's talk about support, man. Like when it comes to like Wichita, we're not even just Wichita, but just in general. Like, how do you feel about when it comes to people, the lack of support?
I feel like it's one-sided. I feel like people only want to support you if it benefits them, if they get something out of it. And that's what I've dealt with a lot here in Wichita. You know, countless times. Like I don't really ask for anything. I'll just come up and start showing up, and if you do something, you do something. But then I start at a certain point, I start questioning your character. You know what I mean? Like I start doing multiple. Like I come up there, show up, shake your hand, watch you DJ stuff for a little bit, come out, show my support, show my face, say what's up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I don't feel like I get that same love in return. Like
doesn't reciprocate.
Like you can do little simple things and stuff like that. Like for instance, when you go support him all the time. What do? He let me sing at the Hangover Brunch. Got the owners and stuff, talk to the owners about that. Cool, I appreciate that. You didn't have to do that.
Right.
That was appreciated. Tommy, go support him all the time. He's like, hey man, you want to perform at this thing, just that? That's the performance tomorrow.
So do you feel like it's like people who like just like believe in your music and your talent? Is
I don't
that
feel like
mostly
they
what it
actually
is?
believe.
And a lot of people just don't even listen.
Yeah, and then other people just don't listen.
Yeah.
Like I like to test people when they say, oh man, I like your music. Well, yeah, what song?
Oh yeah.
I'm like, what song? I don't know the name of it. I was like, oh, okay, how'd it go?
Bro.
It's like, okay, cool. No biggie. I
right.
get it.
Just be real. Just be real. Like I don't remember any of the tracks, but I remember when I heard it, I liked it.
My music's not for everybody. I get that. It's perfectly fine. And with the support aspect like that, I mean, everybody says they support local, but you know, I don't really see the actions. You got tons of local artists here who have some decent music that can get at least a spin. Just like, oh yeah, just a local artist here. Like, I'm not just saying me. It could be anybody else.
So do you feel like it's ego?
I don't feel like it's ego. I don't know what it is, to be honest with you. They have their own agendas. They got to get people to show up, and people, unfortunately, like we were talking about earlier, like to hear the same shit over and over and over, and they don't give new music a chance. So I don't want to put the blame on them, but also,
right.
Not talking about the DJs that we spoke about earlier, but I've had issues with this with DJs in Florida. Certain DJs, when I go to certain clubs, just because now that was definitely an ego thing, because I've had a DJ play my music in Greece at a wedding and randomly send me a video, and then at one of the most popular rooftop bars there, send me a video. Like, yo, man, this song is such a vibe, bro. I like it. That's the only time I've ever felt like there was actually some type of, support when it comes to the music. I mean, support doesn't always have to be financially. It could be as little as like a like or a share or something like that. And sometimes I feel like I don't even get that. Some of my most dudes to say they my bros and stuff like that don't even come to my shows, and they're free shows. But yet when they have something popping off, they want me to share it.
What's your thoughts about that? Because the same thing happens to me too, like even with the podcast.
I think it's bullshit, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah.
Because they know if they were in the same shoes as me, they would want some type of support. Like it should not be that hard to get somebody to come to the show that's supposed to be like a brother to you. It should not be that hard.
Man.
even if you show up for 10 minutes, there's a dude who didn't even have a damn ride. I had to Uber there. Said, man, I wouldn't miss this, man. Once you told me that you were performing, bro, I literally dropped everything, came out here.
Bro, that's love. That's love.
Like, man, I appreciate that.
And there's people that are closer to you who don't even show up.
Have not been to not one of my shows, have not even heard them listen to none of my music. Again, I get it. If it's not your vibe, bro, just tell me. You know what I mean? But I see them constantly just sharing other music and other shit like that. And I'm just like, damn, bro, you couldn't even, I mean, just take, you don't even have to share it. Like, just let me know what you think about it, bro. You have not said not one thing. We hang out all the time. Y'all know I do music.
Bro, man, there's so much I can say on that. So much I can say on that.
Crazy to me. It blows my fucking mind. Blows my fucking mind.
So is it more of just like, you feel like that's just who they are as a person, or is it just like almost like kind of like they're hating, like, man, like this guy's doing this thing and I don't want to support?
I don't know, because I do have the select few friends that do just randomly like send me Snapchats of them just bumping my fucking music. And that to me means more than somebody sharing my shit, because I'm like, oh man, they actually do support. They tell me it all the time.
Yeah, man.
And it's not the fact that I'm like looking for something to keep playing. Like, you're not obligated to be my friend and just listen to my music every single. Dude, you can listen to anything. I don't care.
Right.
But the thing that gets me is like, if you're not doing shit and it's a free show, why not come and show a little bit of support?
Exactly. It's not like anything else is going on.
Yeah. Like, you don't know how much as an artist it hurts you more to look out there and not know anybody. Not having any support.
Man, that's so
Besides
real.
looking out there and seeing my brother and my cousin, and then like Angelo, looking out there and not having any friends in the building.
Right, man.
I put on Facebook, tomorrow is a free event. Costs you nothing to show up.
Mm-hmm.
Promise you, if I look out there and I'm singing tomorrow and I don't see certain people there, it's going to be a different outlook on everything moving forward as far as like friendships and stuff like that. I can understand if you're busy, but it's a Monday night, not a Saturday.
What time is it, bro?
It's like 6 to 10, 6 to 9.
Bro, I'm gonna try to show up, bro, because I get off at 6.
Yeah. I don't even know what I'm going to perform. I think they said there's 2 other girls that are performing. I think they said I might go middle or last since it's 2 girls. But man, like, it's just, it's the simplicity behind it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
It costs nothing to even show some support, like share something or just like something.
Even with this podcast, bro, like there's been people people I'm real close to. I won't say any names, man. And it's all love, but it's people I've been real close to. Like, hey, come on the show, you know? And like, it's interesting because like I can get somebody like, you know, who I'm not even really that close with, or even not even talk to at all, and they'll show up like the week later. But then like somebody who I've known my whole life is like pulling teeth,
yeah,
just to even get on the show or even to like or to share or repost. And so it's like, for me, like I try not to even take it personal anymore, but I think it's just like people who just don't really either believe in it or just like kind of like hating. Like you said, it's kind of like, hey, like at least, you know, I feel like a friend is somebody who should, you know, support you like all the way, like when you're down, when you're up. And like, hey man, like Columbus got this new track, like listen to this. Even like if they don't even like the track, they can still be like, man, like I see you doing your thing, you're consistent. You know, that's love, man.
It
but
is.
Unfortunately, man, like some friends are just not, you know, the friends that we thought they might be.
Yeah.
That's sometimes a hard thing. It's just like maybe they were at one point, but I think that's really just like the test. You know, you can kind of see like, hey, like, are you really a friend? Like a friend to me is a supporter. Just like if somebody supports like a presidential candidate or whoever, somebody might pay $50 in support. Somebody might have $5,000. But regardless, like you came out, you gave me something. I'm not gonna complain on how much, but like you support. Yeah. So I love that. I think it's a fine line behind that too as well, because like when you say something, then all of a sudden it's like, bro, you're fucking tripping. No, I'm not fucking tripping. Because if the shoe was on the other fucking foot, I'd be right there regardless. It could be something that you're not even as fucking passionate about, but if you need some fucking help, I'm the one to sit there to help you. And like, for everybody that does listen to my music, has been supporting, all my guys that have been supporting, man, I appreciate it. This is not for you. If you take offense to this and something, you know what I mean? Yeah, and for sure.
Obviously, you haven't been support. You know what I mean?
They wouldn't be support. They wouldn't even get this far in the podcast episode.
Like, exactly. So it's like, it's getting older, like we were talking about earlier. you start to really realize and start to pay attention to the reasons people are in your life and the reasons people have conversations with you, or why things are the way that they are. Yeah. And then you also have to take into account, like, people have lives and everything like that. But then you also have to take into account that people, if it was something that they actually cared about and that they would want to do, they would go fucking do it. Bro. Like, half of these people, I'm going to probably get ridiculed for this, but support black businesses. But yet they're wearing nothing but Gucci and Coach purses and not buying anything from local places here. Like outfits and stuff like that, unless they got some type of following, or unless they got a pants that got worn by a famous guy on a podcast. Now all of a sudden, everybody's like, "Oh man, that's fucking dope." Oh, from Wichita. Oh, okay. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. When you get a nice little check or you get a bonus or something like that, go to that man's store and support him. Absolutely, because he has some fly stuff. Right.
It's so. It's crazy that you said that, yeah, because people put on this illusion that they're for the city, they're for the community, or even for black folks, but then again, their actions say otherwise.
Yeah, I've reached out to multiple people about, like, I see they got something going on. I'm like, yo, you need a model for something? Not even charge them anything. I was like, I'll definitely help out where I can. I mean, hear nothing back. I'm like, okay, guess you didn't need anybody, but it's like I will go behind the scenes and reach out to stuff like that, but people don't do that when it comes to, like, music, or you don't see that very often.
What do you really think it is?
It's hard to put I used to say this, and I said that on the podcast we're talking about earlier, that I think it's honestly, at a certain point, I think it's just like a Columbus Berry thing. Because, like, I was never really liked in high school by a lot of people. Get out of high school, wasn't really liked by. I think it's just like it's a Columbus Berry. Oh, you know what I mean? Okay. I just feel like it's one of those type of scenarios. But then part of me feels like maybe I shouldn't think like that. But it's hard to not think like that when it just seems.
And it feels like that, yeah.
And it feels like that.
Yeah, and so it's kind of it's a trauma response, you know? Yeah. Like, if we were to look at it, really it feels personal. It's really not, but it really feels like it is, you know?
Because I'm passionate about it.
Exactly. What's your thoughts about, like, just like diet and health? Because I know you were, big in the fitness, stuff. So since now you may not be able to, I don't know if you can still work out, or you just got to do, like, light stuff.
Nah, not at all.
You can't work out at all. Damn.
Not until all this stuff is finished and I figure out what's going on, because I don't want to I'm 30 years old. I'm going to have kids one day.
Yeah.
I don't want to put myself in a position where I'm not able to play with my kids, run around and do stuff like that. So be patient as much as it kills me on the inside. Yeah. I know for the long run, it's going to probably be for the best. Yeah. But, like, fitness, I feel like it's very important. What you put in your body, very important.
And it looks like you still work out. That's what's crazy.
Yeah, I worked out that hard for years and years and years. That hard, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, like this. People don't, what you put in your body, you will literally feel. It's definitely a difference once you start eating healthier things. Like, I'm just switching from, like, just the fat percentages of food. So going from like normal ground beef to lean ground beef, the way you feel after you're doing that, because it's not as much grease, then going from that lean ground beef to 99, I think it was 97.3% when it comes to ground turkey. I started at the point where I was just eating ground turkey and bell peppers and couscous every single meal. The couscous. And when I tell you, that's the best I've ever felt, eating smoothies every single morning with grains in it, fruit, real fruit, Greek yogurt. Man, I felt good, always energized.
Are you still doing that now, like, since you can't work out?
No. Yeah. I need to, though.
Yeah.
Moving back across the country and then just now getting another job and trying to catch things back up and get back on my feet. I'm just like, man, whatever I can eat, I can eat. And then whenever I get to a point, because I want to do that, I'm going to start trying to get back into doing that, but it's just the time, like my work schedule, going in at 12:30, getting off at 9 o'clock at night.
Right.
Then you wake up in the morning, you're like, I got to study for cybersecurity is what I'm studying. So
okay, that's what you're trying to. Okay, yeah, man.
Self-teaching myself, so it's a lot harder.
Man, I really wanted to ask you too about, like, when it came to, like, the weightlifting and stuff, because I feel like nowadays, like, with social media, so many people care so much about their image, and, like, obviously you reached your top at one point, right? And then now the car accident obviously had to pushed you back and whatnot, but, like, you still are able to stay positive. Like, what would you tell, like, people who, like, put, like, their image and muscle and losing weight and all that stuff, like what any like advice you would give them? Because now you can't work out. And you used to be able to work out probably, 4 or 5 times out of the week, maybe even more. And it kind of like humbled you. But like, I don't know if you have any like words of, advice, thoughts.
Love yourself unconditionally, unapologetically the way you look.
Yeah.
Because you're not always going to look that way. It took me years to get comfortable with my own skin again. Yeah. And it kind of to this day, I still kind of get triggered by it a little bit, but I have to remind myself.
Right.
It could be worse. Like I always say that because every time somebody sees me, like, man, you're a lot smaller than what I used to remember. I'm like,
yeah.
As soon as I got comfortable, with me being me, because that's one of my trigger things. Like if I hear somebody saying that when I stopped working out and I wasn't injured, whenever I get out of working out, just like, man, I'm perfect. I'm fine with the way I look. Somebody say that, I would go off the face of the earth for 2.5 months and get the size back and be a little bit bigger. And then the next time they saw me, like, holy shit, dude, what happened? I'm like, don't ever say I look small again. And that'd be pretty much like it's like a thing in my head. It's just like, it just
it's
sparks.
That fuel, yeah.
It just sparks it because I'm like, no, you're never going to say I look small again. Or you're not going to say, you know what I mean?
Right.
So like now.
You think that was like ego kind of coming out?
It was ego, and it was me just getting frustrated that that's all people knew me as. Like being buff and all this other shit.
Right,
I'm like, man, the moment I get into my own wave and kind of just like okay with the way I look and stuff like that and kind of step away from working out, somebody had to spark the fire again. Because then I'll start getting addicted with working out again, then I'll get back big again. Mm-hmm. And then once I get that size, I'm like, how did this happen? Like what, So I would my best advice is don't care what anybody says, just love yourself. If somebody says you look a certain way or they don't like the way you look, there's something wrong with themselves. That's a them problem, not a you problem.
Definitely. Because now if somebody were to say that, like what do you say now, like after the accident and everything?
I'm just like, I'm about 15 pounds lighter than what I used to be, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Definitely.
Okay. I do want to get back in the gym and work out and get back to the size I was just for myself now.
Right.
But it's a matter of time. It's just take my time, be patient,
exactly.
Be comfortable with who I am now. Do I walk past the mirror and be like, yes.
It's still you. It's still you because we're not even our body.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we're not even, this is just a vehicle for us to travel on this plane that we're on,
Yeah. It gets to a point sometimes where I'm like, I walk past the mirror, I'm like, man, why do I look like this? And I'm like, you look good for your age, man. Just relax. Stop being so hard on yourself. That's another one. Stop being hard on yourself.
Yeah. That's a big one. That's for me. I'm really hard on myself, man.
A healthy body is more important than when it looks healthy because not all looking healthy bodies are healthy.
And you know this because you were in that scene, right?
Yeah.
What were some of these things that you would witness? Because I didn't realize how many, like, there's people that I know, like, personally, I won't say anybody's names, but I was like, man, I want to, be able to have my body like that, and finding out, like, that they were using, like, unnatural things, and it kind of surprised me. I didn't even really think, like, I just thought it was something like on the movies. I didn't realize, like, people were really, like, doing this.
It's a big thing. They feel like they have to, or they want to get the peak out of whatever they need to, but they don't take the time to get the peak out of their natural performance before they start doing this performance enhancing stuff like that. Because I'm not gonna say any names. I worked with a guy who did insurance, who I ran into at the gym, and I was like, man, that's a big dude. And we had a conversation after we stopped working out because he didn't work out anymore. He's focusing on selling insurance and stuff like that. And he said, man, it gets to me, man. I'm not taking anything anymore. I was like, wait, you were taking stuff? He's like, yeah, I thought you were too. I was like, no, I was natural. He's like, you were natural? I was like, yeah. He's like, no way. I was like, yeah, I was natural, dude. The only thing I took was BCAAs and pre-workout. And he's like, oh man, how? I was like,
I'm black.
Don't ask me. I was like, man, I just don't ask me. I worked really, really hard. But like, you'd be surprised how many people do take stuff and you won't even notice it because there's a lot of things that need to be into play, man. Diet, sleep.
Bro.
It just more than just taking the drugs.
So what do you think it was? That you could have that aesthetic to look like you were using something, but you were natural. Is that mostly just genetics, or like what could like somebody like watching who wants to be able to, build muscle?
Work. Yeah, hard to work. There's ways to work out. I mean, to each your own. I mean, the way I look, regardless. I'm no coach. I'm no nothing like that. Just what worked for me is I was able to have a good mind muscle connection. So I'd be able to constrict muscles while working
It's
out.
just trying to like squeeze, like breathe, and
squeeze muscles while I'm working out, and it actually focusing on the muscle and having like I didn't lift heavy, and I could still put on size like I was lifting heavy. In fact, if I would lift a little bit heavier, it triggers a different dimension of your muscles. It's a deeper fiber. You got more muscle fibers than just one. But I was able to sculpt my body the way I wanted it to look, the way I worked out.
by just breathing and just contracting the muscle.
Yeah, just contracting the muscle. I did some unorthodox shit. I mean, to get stuff to grow back in the day, yes, I did lift a little bit heavy. Yes, I would do lunges with 225 pounds on my back.
Oof.
Yes, I would do 315, 405 for reps and reps and reps and reps. Just to build the legs and everything like that. But when it comes, like when I got into my older stages and more about refining everything, it's like, hey, so I literally lifted like maybe 20-pound dumbbells for curls. And I would do that for reps and reps and reps, and back I would do reps. I was more of a contraction-based lifter, and I did reps.
What is the contraction base? Is it like just really like
Time
it's like hold it?
tension.
Okay.
Time
What is it? TOT?
Yeah, time under tension.
Oh, time under tension.
Time under tension. So basically, keeping everything gives you that pump. I don't need to lift heavy.
Slowly lifting it.
I don't need to lift heavy. I get the same effect lifting lighter weights. So I don't need to do
That's something. Less is more.
Yeah.
Less is more, folks. You know, you heard it here, man. So once again, man, I appreciate you coming on the show. Man. Definitely a good talk, man. I feel like, you know, you have a really good voice, not just when it comes to singing, but like just when it comes to talking, man. Like you can articulate yourself really well, and you have a really good speaking voice, man. I think, you know, sometimes you don't see that. Sometimes somebody sings and then when they speak in person. So I think that's really cool about you, man. And I hope everything well for your family, bro. You know, Desmond, your father, man. I know how it is, bro. So yeah, man. So, you know, if you guys are struggling out there, once again, man, I can connect you with a therapist. I'm not the only therapist in the city. So reach out to me, plug you in with somebody that goes with your insurance, man. So once again, it's the Fully Connected Podcast. We're going to sign out. Columbus Berry. Make sure you guys go ahead and follow him on Columbus Berry on everything, right? Just type in Columbus Berry, and yeah, you'll find him, man. So stay tuned, and you guys have a good one. Be healthy. Peace. All right, man. Thanks again, man.
Fully Connected.